Right, Benita. So the statements from the Israeli delegation have been completed. The head of the Israeli negotiating team, Lior Haiat, the Director General of the Energy Ministry, gave here to the press, told what he told Amos Hochstein and the Lebanese delegation during the ceremony at Nakura. But if we want to get more details as to what happened there, we don't need to guess ourselves, because I'm here joined by Lior Haiat. He's the head of Israel's National Communications Directorate. And Mr. Haiat, thank you for joining us. You were in the room when this happened.
No, actually, I wasn't.
You weren't in the room, but
very close to the room. And when the delegation went in, there were 4 delegations in the room: the Israeli delegation, the delegation from Lebanon, the delegation from the UN, and obviously the American delegation. And it was the ceremony started with Amos Hochstein's speech, and then the Lebanese representative gave his words, and then the Israeli representative gave his statement that we heard a few minutes ago. And then the 2 delegations, the Israelis and the Lebanese, presented the signed agreement, the one that the Prime Minister of Israel signed earlier today in Jerusalem, and the one that the President of Lebanon signed also this morning. And therefore this agreement is concluded, and actually we now have a maritime border between Israel and Lebanon.
And indeed an historic day, Mr. Haiat. Now, if while the ceremony was going on, the leader of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, was speaking, saying that this is a massive achievement for Lebanon, for the Lebanese people, and he said that any talk that this agreement could represent any sort of normalization between Israel and Lebanon has no basis to it. What do you have to say about that, to those statements?
First of all, I don't think that I have to reply to the head of a terror organization. I can say that this agreement is a huge achievement for the state of Israel, for the people of Israel, for the security of Israel. This is what we have worked for. And it's true, it's also an achievement for the state of Lebanon, because it gives them hope for a better economic future and a better stability. This stability is also important for Israel. The better, the more stable the Lebanese government is, the more stable the region is, and obviously less dependent the Lebanese will be on Iran and Hezbollah. This is a strategic achievement for the state of Israel, and I do think it is an historic day in the Middle East, because it's the first time that Israel actually signed an agreement that with an enemy state that states that we recognized our border between one another.
Indeed historic. Thank you, Lior Haiat. Thank you for your time and for work on this historic agreement. Thank you very much. So, Benita, as you heard, there's definitely also, on the one hand, a sense that there's no reason to respond to statements from Nasrallah, but as we heard, Lior Haiat indeed saying that this is important, that this agreement maintains not only Israel's security and economic interests, but also at the end of the day is in the benefit also of the Lebanese people. And so this is a win-win situation, regardless of what the leader of Hezbollah might be saying this evening.
And to that exact point, Ariel, just talk us through the response to this deal by the security establishment in Israel in the lead-up to this moment.
Look, Benita, what's pretty interesting about this agreement is that it's been endorsed by the heads of all of Israel's security bodies. And so any claim that might say that this forfeits Israel's security interests, then you may have to take up claims with the heads of all the different security bodies in Israel. But in addition to that, this agreement maintains the status quo status of the so-called buoy line. This is a 3-mile line that Israel in the year 2000 unilaterally took for itself, deciding that this is a security line used for Israeli security purposes. This agreement solidifies that status quo, basically Lebanon acknowledging this buoy line. The agreement does say that it's subject for future negotiation, but the fact that Lebanon, and if we look at what pro-Hezbollah media in Lebanon has been saying, that Hezbollah read this agreement word for word before greenlighting it, so the fact that they maintain a security need of Israel is indeed a security achievement in addition to other achievements, not only to Israel but to Lebanon in this maritime border agreement.
We will